That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Young. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it on the run, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. It's Sands. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On the ground, it's Sands. Fights off a defender. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff from the shotgun. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 15. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and try and get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he made the extra point without problem. An 84-yard drive there, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Finds the tight end. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. North Texas has it, going to work with another 1st down. Here we go. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds space on the right. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Pulls it in. It's Henry. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
To the air on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. Slings it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Gonna let it fly, and he hauls it in at the 30. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
On the run, fires downfield. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Unleashes one deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. North Texas Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Sands. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. He'll set up to throw. Makes the catch. It's Platt. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
And the Owls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. They just keep firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henry. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Messer. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And that one will give them the lead. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. This time they'll go to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Sometimes there are careless interceptions and other times forced ones, and the defense forced that one.
They did. Nice job dialing up the pressure. Great job getting to the QB. So much athleticism on this defense, and moving forward, this offense is going to have to be really careful thinking about how they need to protect their quarterback to give him a chance.
Got a little space. Past the 40. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man, it's Young. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Young. Across the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Mean Green. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Messer. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the run, it's Sanders. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He might want another play. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Catch in the middle, it's Messer. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Wants to throw again. Using the quick game. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Owls headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. With the catch, it's Platt. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Florida Atlantic now trying to drain the clock. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They've held the ball forever. Relentless drive, but what a win for the defense if they can force a field goal. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. Might be changing the route. He's looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, that stings. Your offense has a chance to salt the game away, run the clock out, and you're trying to make a play. You decide to throw the football, which we can talk about that decision later on down the road, but you throw the INT. Now you better hope your defense bails you out.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.